My God. This is a feeling. This is a feeling I've missed for a long time.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? Jack, I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
They was, I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go! Misty Island!
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or 2 stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Huh. Hey everybody, it's me, Konadian. I was on the PlayStation Store, and this is the first moment I've been informed that they're re-releasing the quadrilogy of Jak and Daxter on PS4. So I was like, yo, I've only beaten this game twice already, so let's play it again. So yeah, alright, immediately I can tell that this is better than the PS3 remaster, because the eyes, that was like the first thing I noticed in like the PS3 remastered versions, was the eyes on the models in Jak and Daxter. Daxter's eyes, the model so the eyes were part of the face texture. It was all one big texture and stuff. So yeah, I noticed now that they fixed that, so that's pretty cool. Also, so if you've never heard of Jak and Daxter, it's basically like what, Banjo-Kazooie? Most people had Banjo-Kazooie and stuff, and I had PlayStations. I had like the PS1 and the PS2, so this is what I had instead.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Okay, actually though, why is there no subtitles? Why can't I turn that on? This game doesn't have subtitles? That's very interesting. Well, that sucks. What's select do? Nothing? Alright. Also, they fixed the camera. Left and right was inverted originally. But they fixed it. That's cool. Also, I can feel a bit of input lag on the game.
The most important precursor
It feels
artifact
very
you can find. You need to collect
icy.
20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
Like, that's immediate. But like, that has a delay. Okie doke. Whoops. That was too far. There we go. Yeah, I've beaten this game. I've
You found
beaten
one of my
it
scout
once,
flies.
really.
I sent 7 of them to each area to
And that was
power
the-
cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
The PS2 version, I got about halfway through, I think. And then the PS3 one, I was like, hey, I can finally finish these games. And I finished the first one, played through the second one, and got to the racing in it, and hated it. So, you guys can absolutely look forward to that, because we're doing all the games when they come out. Like, so far it's just this one.
That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them. Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Yeah, this is just the boring tutorial part, so... There's really no danger on this island, except for the spikes over there. And yeah, it's just kind of like running around, collecting stuff, getting stuff. Whoop. And then once the map actually opens up, that's when the game is enjoyable, kind of thing. Oh yeah. That was some
This is a
weird frame
precursor
drops.
door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
And that's what that's there for. Oh, yep.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Oh man. I can't wait to leave this island. I forgot how irritating the tutorial is. Yep. And another power cell. Whoop. So what do we at? 3? And a trophy.
Good work! The Blue Eco caused the door to open. With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
So there was nothing in that water, if I remember correctly. What are we at for? So we got 3 of them already. 40 out of 50. Wow, alright. Cool.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos, or 1 big green one to increase your health.
And once you start getting to the later levels, you rarely find the bigger ones.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Yeah, we did it. And there's the last power cell. Yo. Boom. Yeah, the eye textures are a lot better. But he moves like he's on ice, which I don't remember there being in the other games. And this is, this uses like Japanese control scheme, so circle is also pretty much does the same thing as X.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Ah, then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
There's the door. There's the door. Let's go talk to Kira. What? I forget how this house works. There we go. Yep.
Hey, baby! What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
So if it wasn't apparent, we're gonna do a whole 100%. Almost fell in the water. That would have sucked. We're gonna do a whole 100% playthrough. Getting that platinum again, because this has separate trophies. It seems like.
It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Hey, Professor. Or Mayor.
Oh, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Okay. I do remember that the jungle sucks.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
So we're gonna save the jungle for last because that place does just super badly suck. Actually, let's just finish up what's in town. Oh wait, we can't save the jungle for last.
Lil furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island.
the
I just
last
hope
place
she's
we can
all right.
go.
It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Yeah, I take back saying that the jungle sucks. Misty Island, I forgot. Misty Island sucks. A lot. Oh yeah, and... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I never even caught... I forgot that it does tell you... It gives you like the hints on how... what to do to get some of those. So you might notice I roll a lot. That's just to get around faster. Because your walking speed is just so slow and stiff.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainfred. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
Okie doc. What's the other one? Oh.
What a weird-looking thing! I bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
That's the other one. Oh, and talk to this. Yeah, I forgot about this guy. Yep. Hi.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
Ah, there's one there. Yep. Yep. Bloop. Alright. And the last one. Yay! Right? Or was there another one? There was another one. God damn it. Go, dude, go. So wait, if I run you to grass... Oh no, you don't need it. Okay, so why was this so hard as a freaking kid? I mean, also in combination with the horrible camera. Oh yeah, the camera. That was the thing I was telling you guys that they fixed.
Let's go talk to him.
So now when I put the left stick left, I look left. And when I put it right, it looks right. It used to be you controlled the camera. It's like if you push the left stick left, the camera would pan left, so you would see right. It was all inverted.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Alright, so that's like the easiest one to get in town. Ow. That trophy doesn't even have a picture? Alright. So let's just go up here, talk to this dude.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
Yeah, 3? Cool. Nope. Oh, help. Shoot, that was way off. Help. There we go. That's also why I do those, because there's some gaps that you have to do that to cross.
This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
Alrighty. So what are we at? How many do we have? We're at 80. We're also at 30. Oh, we're not actually at 30. I'm saying 30 minutes, like in. But we're not, because I did about 15 minutes of freaking testing, I'm pretty sure. I should have wrote down times and stuff. Oh, well. Let's go to Fire Canyon so we can see what we have to go through. Heal. Heal. Pretty.
You don't have enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. You can't cross Fire Canyon until you collect enough power cells.
Stop me. Okay. Oh, jeez. Let's put a little bit of an well, no. Put epilepsy warning after the epilepsy warning. Or like the triggering moment. Yeah, that's real smart, Konadian. Real good.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
No. Alright, we're just gonna get the jungle over with. I hate the jungle.